We are on our way to Trick Tower, one of my favorite portions of the Hunter exam. But first, Gon and Netero have to finish their game on the airship. What's up guys, it's Jughead here. Welcome back to our Let's Watch Hunter x Hunter 1999 series. Today we are watching both episodes 12 and 13. Without any further ado, tune in to my full uncut reaction here and stay for my in-depth discussion analysis after the episodes. So, Hunter x Hunter 1999 episode 12, Good Boy, Bad Boy, Killua. Sort of a suspicious title, but in 3, 2, 1, let's watch. Let's finish this game. Killua's gonna give up any minute now. I still, you know, in my last discussion how much I ripped into this stupid Anita character that they forced upon this to over-explain Killua and his family thus far, and that they're playing this game because of Anita. that was that was just a pass to myself. I remember that from 2011. Obviously the animation was so much more incredible, showing off his enhancer speed, but Gon hitting his head, underestimating his own strength. When is Killua giving up? Again, this is such a stupid subplot line. I love to see that. I want him to show more of that acrobatic style from Gon. I would argue I don't think Gon should be tired. He's supposed to have incredible stamina. Get her off the screen. The more I see her, the more annoyed I get. Let's see. Don't want to see any more of her. He keeps getting smacked in the face. You'll do the opposite. You'll be off his sync, off his rhythm. I thought she said his father killed her father. Now she's saying Killua killed her father? This girl needs to get her story straight. I like this music. I would have thought this is when Killua quits already. I remember that. Though, that was different in 2011. I remember that too. Let's see this animation. Yeah, it was anticlimactic. I remember in 2011 where he just explodes, and it's like a sound breaking the sound barrier behind him, and the animation was amazing. It's just a white flash here. Interesting. He quits in almost a panic, probably because his bloodlust is getting too high. Because I know in 2011 he calmly, casually quits, and with a little smirk and a smile says to himself, I would have killed him to get that ball. But here it's almost like he's in a panic, like he realizes he's going too far and he needs to quit before he tries to kill him. Interesting change. Look at his face. You forget about you. Just get off the ship. Just get him to use his other foot. Yep, get him to use his right hand. Yeah, get off the damn ship. Nobody wants you here. Pointless ass filler character. Pretty much the same dialogue. Yeah, okay, that's pretty much exactly the same dialogue. Except he never called it rhythm echo in this version. I wanna see Killua. I wanna hear what he's thinking. Him and his panic. Go back to him. Yeah, he looks very stressed. That's a good shot. I like that shot. Yeah. There's that smirk. Oh, is that like is that his dark side talking to him? Yeah. That's interesting. That's cool. I'll have to think about what kind of character development I like more right now from this. Him battling his inner self. He gonna kill him? Obviously in 2011, two people bump into him, they require, hey, apologize, you just bump into someone and don't say anything, and he kills them. Idiots. Are we gonna see his retractable, or like his, not retractable I guess, but his finger claws? Are we gonna see those? So he's already done his business. Is he dead or maimed or what? So that still happens in this version. I'll have to discuss the contrast between why Killua quit in my discussion. I actually found that very interesting. This is completely not in 2011 at all. Hello! I like a woman that could actually just kill me. He is ominous looking. Silence. Eyes peeking through his hair. So he's not dead. Oh, did he not even do anything? I'm so confused. What the hell are you gonna do? Was he implying that he didn't even do anything to that guy? But he frightened him so much that he just fell to the ground like that? What the hell? Are they playing the game outside now? Weird. And he's able to use his fishing pole? They moved this whole fight outside? Though, it's kind of odd to see Gon landing hits on Netero, because in 2011 he doesn't land hits on him, right? Netero doesn't allow hits that he doesn't give consent to, in a way. Like Killua kicked him in the leg, but Netero didn't care. It wasn't a surprise. He just knew, oh, he's not gonna hurt me, so I won't move my leg. And when Gon kicked and let his boot off a little bit to extend his range, he still didn't hit him, but he still had the dodge, but in this it looked like he hit him. But interesting changes. Let me see that again. Just because I was looking away for a second, I want to see exactly what happened. But you don't see anything happen. Let me see your hands, man. I was hoping to see the creepy claws. But we're not getting those. What is he sensing? Gon's really outperforming in this version. I prefer the idea that Netero is purely untouchable, and that there is such a wide gap, obviously, between a 12-year-old kid and the chairman of the Hunter exam. Stop talking. Oh, that's what he means. Gon's trying to win for Anita. So if he kills her, Gon will be mad at him. So it's not even like he doesn't want to kill her or he's trying to not be an assassin. He's doing it for Gon. Not for himself. He's doing it for Gon. Or not doing it for Gon. This is a really extended scene. I'm not really a fan of the fact Gon got so many hits on Netero and has trapped him, and like it feels like Netero's not 10 steps ahead of Gon, and that like Netero's shocked or like getting surprised or things like that. In 2011 it was kind of the energy that like Netero's barely trying. He's impressed and sort of surprised by the moves a 12-year-old kid is doing, but he's still untouchable. And the best that Gon could do was to get Netero to use both hands. And again, an entire episode just to this game. So he didn't die. But yeah, it's just crazy. An entire 20+ minute long episode just for this Gon and Netero ball game. Crazy. I'll be glad when this episode's over because we'll never see her again, hopefully. Now we're finally at Trick Tower. Jesus Christ. About time. Let's see how Lippo looks. He had a very distinct aesthetic. Hair color will probably be different. Skin color, because for some reason the skin colors and the hair colors are not consistent whatsoever. Obviously it's up to interpretation when the manga and the source material is in black and white. So it's creator discretion what they want to do. Besides, like if characters are on the cover pages where it's color, or what Togashi says, hey, this is, I'm not budging, this is definitive traits, like Gon being in, like the colors and aesthetics of our main characters and stuff. But like Hisoka's hair being different, Menshi's hair being different, Netero being different, Gitarocker being different. Look at his ugly ass back there. How about you leave and get off the screen? How about we move on? Not even by his dad? Too low a target? I would assume, I guess, yeah, Silva and Zeno are only going to take on the most serious of targets. Another guy with a different skin color. He's not green like a green bean. Even though his name is Beans. Finally get... What is the order of Trick Tower? Does Trick Tower begin with the five prisoners? Or the... Yeah, 5 prisoners. Let's move on. So, Hunter x Hunter 1999, episode 13, called Pro, Con, Trap. In 3, 2, 1. Let's watch. Let's see Lippo. How does Lippo work? I mean, how does Lippo look? Yeah, did I say that? Like, yep. Paler complexion. He's rocking a black mohawk. Tinted shades instead of the clear eyeglasses. So they have to find a way just to even enter Trick Tower. Find the trapdoor. He's about to be taken away by those scary ass birds. Where those, I remember those were some ugly, creepy ass dino birds. Yeah, those are creepy as fuck. So long to that guy, rest in peace. We're gonna see people start disappearing. Spread out. Find it. Forgot about this guy, though we don't see very much of him. Where's Tonpa? We really haven't got a lot of, very much of Tonpa. This version has kind of quelled his involvement or screen time with our 4 main cast people. So I want to see more of Tonpa. They didn't take all the same door though. Everybody's put on a different path. Like Hisoka, I'll be looking forward to him battling that guy with the rotating knives and shit. Damn! Access denied. The door's already been used. So nobody does the same test. I thought they all went down the same door, but I guess not. I'll be looking forward to how these people look. Sedakan, isn't that the guy Gon goes up against? Mashtani, I'm really looking forward to seeing how he looks. And Johannes or Giannis. He's obviously from like Europe with his blonde hair, blue eyes. Like a Sweden, Denmark, Netherlands type look. So I'm gonna guess his name is Giannis. Johannes. That's how I've always said it, but I'll be looking forward to see how he looks. And then I forgot the girl that Leorio goes up against. Now where's Tonpa? Majority rules. 5? What do you mean 5? And then there's Tonpa. Tonpa walks in. Leorio's already pissed. Oh yeah, I forgot they waste time having to wait for a 5th member to come. And Leorio gets all mad because Tonpa took so long. I forget how long they have to wait. And Leorio being Leorio, he's impatient. Grows restless. Can't sit still. Yeah. And there's Tonpa. I thought is another door gonna open up because they get to choose left or right? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, I remember I like how much this really gets Leorio on his nerves, but because Leorio doesn't think about it. That he has 3 other allies that can just go along with you. There we go, here's the left and right. And see, then they're wasting too much time. Yeah, again, wasting time talking, blah, blah, blah. What's done is done. I do like the aesthetic of how, like, dirty and cold, damp that the trick tower looks like when they're walking through that. And then it comes out into this illuminated, grand center stage for their challenge. They look equally creepy here. I forget him. Kurapika fights him. Right? I forget. Kurapika, I think. Oh, no. Tonpa goes first and immediately quits to not waste time. I forgot that. Tonpa. And again, all this arguing wastes time. Tonpa, 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 Tonpa. I remember when I watched this for the first time in the 2011 version, I thought we were about to see Tonpa's like true potential, his latent power that we haven't seen yet. The show's been waiting until this moment to show off exactly what he can do, and I got so excited. And then he immediately quit. How noble he makes it sound. I sacrifice myself to test how this goes, and then immediately quits. And doesn't the prisoner, like, he winds up a punch or something, and right at the last second he says he quits? Again, thought it out too much. Yeah, you're thinking too hard. Wasting time. Just gotta go in. I remember, this was... Tonpa's almost smart. Well, not almost smart. He is smart. If you know you're gonna lose anyways, why lose and have a big chunk of time taken off your clock? Lose and keep a lot of time. True. To be able to kill commit murder and have your sentence taken off, that's the world of Hunter x Hunter right there. I was right here where I was like, oh my god, what are we about to witness from Tonpa? That's sick. I like that. I also like that. Great color right there. Especially in such a muted show. I want to see their faces. Yeah. I remember that too. That's hilarious. I remember their faces like that. And he doesn't even get the satisfaction of killing him. Now, time for... Who goes afterwards? Is it Gon or Killua? I want to see Killua rip his heart out of his chest. But I forget who goes, if it's Gon or Killua. Yeah, I also love how he... Hey, yeah, I am a coward. What do you want? I saved us some time. I'm just trying to survive. Oh, I forget that this is where he also comes out with that too. I have no intention of becoming a hunter. I like to prevent you from becoming hunters. A scene of hell where dreams of young people are devoured. That's an incredible line right there. The moment one's ambition or hope is dashed. What a psycho. Straight psycho. Surprised he made it this far. Yeah, the risk starts outweighing the reward. Yeah, one loss ain't so bad. 3 of you have to win. Sedakan. I did get his name right. I forget how this works with the candle, though. If Gon just has to blow it out, or I forget. I forget how this works. I like Gon's eagerness, maintaining that personality from him. I mostly just want to talk about Killua this discussion because there are some key scenes in episode 12 particularly I found very interesting, not present in 2011, that portray Killua in a very different way. So, the game between the boys and Netero plays on in episode 12. Killua's frustration mounts as his assassin honed skills prove inadequate against Netero's experience and agility. Gon's unwavering determination contrasts greatly with Killua's growing impatience, which also highlight a key area they differ from one another. As the game progresses, Killua's internal conflict intensifies. His killer instincts, a byproduct of his upbringing in the Zoldyck assassin family, begin to resurface. This mounting exasperation culminates in his sudden withdrawal from the game, leaving Gon to continue alone. He didn't just leave, he looked to be in a panic and more needed to escape the room. In 2011, with his hands in his pockets, chin up, eyes closed, I quit. He says he quits. Like a kid who just isn't getting his way, so he's bored and disinterested. And while walking down the hall, he has this little smirk on his face, thinking to himself, if he didn't quit, he thinks he would have killed Netero to get that ball. He's almost relishing in that power he knows he has. He is not in a panic at all. While here, Killua is literally almost like, oh no, I have to leave. And he's troubled, like he's trying to fight whatever it is bubbling to the top. His departure signifies more than mere frustration and boredom in like 2011. Here in this adaptation, it reflects Killua's deep-seated internal conflict. Accustomed to being unrivaled due to his upbringing, encountering an insurmountable opponent like destabilizes his self-perception. The game threatens to unearth his suppressed killer instincts, prompting his quick, panicked retreat to prevent losing control. So in this adaptation, very early on, Killua is not only struggling with his family dynamics of not wanting his future made up for him, he's also struggling to keep his killer instincts at bay. Where in 2011, at this time, the only conflict Killua has is just wanting the freedom to choose what to do with his future. He has no worries or conflict whatsoever portrayed that he's afraid of losing control. So I really don't know how to feel about this. How do you feel about it? That's what I'm curious about. I want you to tell me. What is more accurate to the source material? That's really what's more important here. And what do you think makes more sense for Killua as a character during these early parts in the story? Do you think it adds or takes away or changes him too much for his character development? The 1999 adaptation with these scenes makes Killua to me feel more like the Winter Soldier or like an Iron Giant or Wolfman, who are all afraid of losing control of that animal or killer underneath coming out. Whereas what I understand it is Killua has always been in control of his body, but the only thing he's afraid of is not being in control of his destiny or his fate or his future or his life, what he wants to do. That's what he's trying to escape. But here he's afraid of just losing control of himself, that his killer instincts would come up, which I've never thought that he doesn't have control of that. He wants control over his free agency, of his free will to do what he wants with his life. You see it again in two more scenes. Following his exit, Killua is alone, looking out the windows of the airship, engaging in a candid conversation with his reflection. he vocalizes his confusion and turmoil to himself, questioning his nature and his desires. It's like the Norman Osborn talking to the Green Goblin mask, or like the symbiote Spider-Man at his looking at his black Spider-Man suit self in the reflection. Kind of like that. He is very vulnerable, and Killua has a complexity of reconciling his past with his aspirations for the future. And then he gets confronted by Anita, who accuses him of being her father's killer. Killua's immediate reflexive response is to retaliate against her lethally, but he halts himself upon recalling Gon and Gon's influence and the promise of a different path. Again, his struggle to reconcile his violent tendencies with his desire for normalcy. But Gon isn't his moral compass. Again, I find these scenes super interesting, but I don't know if they work, or not for how I see Killua at this point in the story, because it really doesn't make sense. If just moments later, in both adaptations, he has no issues using his abilities on someone simply annoying him. In 1999, I think it's pretty lame. He doesn't even kill that guy. In 2011, he straight up slices those guys in pieces and does it with a smile on his face. Blood splatters everywhere. And we know he rips a guy's heart out just a couple episodes later, or chapters later in the manga. So I feel like that's another anime-only rewrite that doesn't align with the manga and doesn't align with the character of Killua, even though I've never read it. It's, again, just something I can feel isn't Togashi's writing. What is there for Togashi to reconcile? The whole point is that Killua just simply doesn't want his future and life chosen for him. He wants the freedom to do with his life what he wants. Whether or not he utilizes the skills he's learned and whatever he does isn't any concern to him. Gon, being the moral compass for Killua, not succumbing to his dark impulse doesn't really make sense either. We've seen Gon clearly have an absence of moral judgment, and that's kind of the point, because the entire point in the world of Hunter x Hunter is that morality is gray. There are no hard morals. And you completely contradict yourself with the moral argument, because in the same exact scene, you have Killua spare Anita's life, not because he doesn't want to kill her, but because Gon would be mad if he did. And not because mad that he killed a person, but mad because he's playing this game for that entire purpose of letting her go. So it would be for nothing. I don't know. And in these past couple episodes, it's all the fault of having this stupid ass filler character Anita exist in the first place. So you have to rewrite things to work around her. Having the ball retrieval game take place because Gon wants the girl's charges dropped, or for her to go freed of apprehension, is stupid. Killua not killing her because of Gon is stupid. Killua not killing that one guy in the first place is stupid. Killua in a panic is not stupid, but I just don't see why. Everything about and surrounding this stupid filler character is just dumb. I'm continually conflicted with the writers of this 1999 adaptation when it comes to Killua specifically. Killua's character development is being written all sorts of fucked up in this adaptation so far, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. It just, my first thought is like, why wouldn't you just trust and go with what Togashi intended? Why not just accept and believe, hey, maybe the author of the source material, who's not, again, not some new guy. He literally made Yu Hakusho years prior. Huge IP. Maybe the author of the source material knows how to write better than you do. The movie, take like the movie The Shining, is like, ironically and pun intended, the only shining example I can think of where the adapted script for the movie drastically changed a lot from the book, and in my opinion, actually came out the better for it as a result. But you know what the big influence and reason for that being was? Why that was the case? Because it was Stanley fucking Kubrick making the changes, not Joe Schmo. Everyone else is written so consistently so far. So it's just so weird how obvious it is how different Killua is being written and portrayed. I even kind of somewhat complained about Gon last discussion for somewhat being written like he's less confident, less enhancer personality like. But this episode 12 with the game against Netero and then the other episode with Trick Tower, nothing really happened in this episode with Trick Tower. All we got was the Tonpa part, so I'm not going to talk much about Trick Tower. Quickly gets right back on track, on the correct track with Gon, exactly how I know him. In the wake of Tonpa's betrayal, Gon steps forward without hesitation to confront the next opponent. I'm glad these scenes weren't written any differently, because Gon's intrinsic courage and burgeoning leadership qualities are essential and to me unchangeable. His willingness to face unknown dangers head on, his commitment to his companions, his determination to surmount whatever obstacles, whatever they are, these things cannot be written differently. And so I'm happy we're now in Trick Tower because it's some of my favorite portions of the Hunter exam. I'm very much looking forward to how the next couple episodes go with facing off between each of the prisoners, going with Setakon, Killua with Giannis, whatever his name is. Is he going to rip his heart out? Will it be censored? That again, how is that writing for Killua going to go? Kurapika versus Mashtani. How different is, say, Mashtani going to look? Because everybody's hair colors, skin colors, outfits, everything just feels so different across the adaptation so far. Mashtani with the fake Phantom Troop spider tattoo. I'm looking forward to all of that. Like I said, I just really wanted to rant about Killua this discussion mainly. And I think I did that. So, that is where I'm going to end the discussion today. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Keep the conversation going down in the comment section below. And check out my Patreon for early access and some bonus exclusive content as well. Having said all that, and with that said, until next time, thank you and have a good one. Peace.